Good morning. Hey, I think it's about 9 o'clock. We've been up and about since 7. It's amazing how time passes in the morning at camp when you're trying to break everything down, get water, clean, cook breakfast. I had a good cup of Black Rifle coffee with some protein chocolate cocoa mix in it. That's usually my go-to. And then I didn't feel like cooking oatmeal this morning. Actually, I haven't cooked oatmeal yet. I've been carrying around these 6 packets, I think, of protein oatmeal, and I usually just do the coffee and the protein mix, and then I ate a couple Cliff Bars, so I'm feeling pretty good. And last night's sleep was fantastic. Man, I tuckered out about 10 o'clock after, looking at my phone and all that, and next thing I knew, it was 6 o'clock this morning, so it was a good night. I was warm, cozy. It was quiet down here in the gap, so things are feeling good. Trying to get the sun right on my head. Oh, hey, maybe in the sunlight you can see that big beard I got going on too. Just kidding. So we're doing 9 miles today to Unicoi Gap. I really haven't looked at the map to see what we have coming as far as water sources or climbs or anything like that. That's the next step. But I am packed up and used the privy, got water. I'm ready to go. I'm going to show you just the pack here. So that's how we start out in the morning right there. Everything's packed up, ready to go. Feeling good. And you know what comes next. Let's go for a walk. Hey, sorry about the sun behind me. As I'm walking this morning, we just came up a big hill, a couple miles in now, and I was thinking about training for this stuff. And I don't know if anybody's out there watching, wondering about those questions. I'm going to go into it a little bit, because it was something that, it was probably the biggest worry that I had, concern, let's say that, besides the gear. I mean, ask my wife, I only talked about gear for 2 years, and spending money for 2 years. But, yeah, I didn't know, if I was really prepared coming into this. I read about these people that have been going on all these shakedown hikes and hikes with their pack, and this is just my experience. This isn't advice for anybody. You do what you feel you need to do, but I just didn't have the time. I retired January 2nd, and then started a small remodel project on the house that I wanted to get done before I left, which was March 20th. Which was all in the plan, so worked out perfect. But anyways, I started like in November. So, like a lot of 56-year-olds, last 5 or 6 years, I had gained some weight. I was up to 258, 260, I'm 6'2". And didn't feel comfortable at all, let alone hiking. Most of my life, I've carried about, 225 pounds. Just a big frame guy. And so I started training in earnest in November, which my training, that means, was like Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I'd go to the gym because it was Iowa in wintertime. Oh, sorry, get my face in there. And I would do 4 to 6 miles on the treadmill. That's pretty boring, but put on some hiking videos and get on the treadmill and go. And that was like an incline interval rolling hills, I think. And then Tuesday, Thursdays, I would do the stair mill. And I was up to about 120, 150 flights in about 45 minutes by the time I left. But I hadn't really hiked with my pack, which concerned me because that's what puts a lot of pressure on your joints and your feet and all that. But I had a bunch of good friends around me that were giving me advice. 3 of my friends from the fire department, Garrett Soldati and Nick Roth and Jason Davis, have all done backpacking. Jason and Garrett are both like ultra athletes. Jason's incredibly fit, so is Garrett. And Jason gave me the advice. He said, Ed, every day on the trail is going to be a training day. And he was right. And you know, we're just 6 days in, but each day is feeling better. You know, up to 10-mile average. To get done this, you know, by the time October rolls around, you have to get to Maine before it gets too cold. You have to average 15 miles a day. Well, my goal coming out here was to start March 20th, get 100 miles in by April 1st, and I think we're going to be close to that, so that's good. So I just want to say thank you to Nick, Garrett, and Jason for all your help and advice, and others too. On Wednesday nights, Matt, a couple of my friends from outside the fire department, Matt and Mark, they were an inspiration. The 3 of us would do Wednesday night hikes in the wintertime in Iowa. I think people thought we were crazy, but it helped, just out there feeling the elements in the dark, hiking through the snow and ice and all that kind of good stuff. So thank you guys. And yeah, I think that's about it. So anyways, I guess to recap all that. Oh, so by the time and then as I was doing all that training, my knee, calf, and everything started to hurt. So I started doing some more physical therapy, and the stretches have been incredibly helpful. Yeah, so to recap all of that is just don't be afraid. Get out here and do it. And I think I don't know, by the time I left home, I was down to like 240. And I think the pants are already getting looser now, so it feels good. Okay, we'll talk to you guys soon. Bye. Hello everyone. So you can see my crew right there walking downtown. So we did 9.4 today, I think, and it kind of was a butt kicker. We did two mountains. We did it in 5 hours because we had a shuttle picking us up at 2:30, so we had to be at the Gap by 2:30. to come into Helen here. This is a German town in the mountains. It's pretty cool. So we're having fun. I think there was 6 of us for dinner, and there's 7 of us staying at a hotel. One of the hikers, her dad's here, so she was having dinner with her dad. And yeah, it's really cool how you meet people on trail. All these people, I'm gonna get out of the way because people's coming down the sidewalk here. I have met in the last 3 to 4 days. John, who I've been hiking with, met him on the first night, just there at Unicoi Falls Lodge. Travis is the retired Navy guy. I think maybe we saw him at Hawk Mountain, but now this is our tramily, as they say. So that's your trail family. It just kind of happens, and we had a really good dinner at the German restaurant. Shuttle's picking us up at 9 a.m. and then I think tomorrow we have 7.5, I think. We're going into Hiawassee and staying at the Green Dragon Hostel to, let's see, Thursday, I think. We really want to try that one as long as we have the opportunities, like I said the other night. So anyways, love you guys, and we'll see you in the morning. Bye.